Okay, so the Fast and Furious 10 just got its trailer released, I believe, almost like 24 hours ago. And it's just awesome. Like, this is something different from all the other movies. There are like two major things circling around the new Fast and Furious movie. It will be released at May 19th this year in 2023. So the first, I would really like to say that I've seen all the movies. To me personally, all the movies are just great. They're all awesome. I just really love all the movies from the very first one to the very last one. Well, the ninth one, that is. Now, the 10th movie, I saw the trailer. It was absolutely awesome. Like, this is gonna be something different. Like, this is gonna be something much different like the last few movies were. Like, it's always a big hit. The theaters were always full. Fast and Furious fans were always in the theaters when it was released every 2 to 3 years. I like grew up with these movies like ever since the very first one was released. I was still a little child. I like Fast and Furious for me is always like this big thing. Like, it's always been awesome for me. So yeah, here is the cover of the movie. As you can see, it's pretty awesome. And if I believe this is like their final ride, which we'll get later on. Now let's get into the two main big things that are circling around. Like this just came out fresh. Like, it's almost 24 hours ago when the trailer was released for the movie. So the first major thing that is circling around is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yeah, The Rock himself will not be in this movie. Like, I don't know if this is true, but there were many people talking about this, that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will not be in the 10th and the final movie of the Fast and Furious, which we'll get later to that also. With the crew, with the Fast and Furious crew, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not the friendliest. Like, there were even fights recorded. Like, people recorded him fighting between Tyrese Gibson and Vin Diesel. Like, personally, Vin Diesel and The Rock, they do not really like each other. They're not big fans with each other. So we will see how this will play out. While another big thing is this might be the last installment of the movie. Like, this movie, if this is truly the last installment of the movie, which it is 10th, like all the 10 movies, I believe this is the last one, because it's also on the main title, Last Ride, and I believe if this is truly the last installment, like, this has to end beautifully. Like, it has to be like something really big. I'll talk about something later also. Now, if this is truly, like I said, last installment, this has to be something. Wow, this has to be a masterpiece. Like I said, the trailer was awesome. There were lots of effects, lots of explosions, lots of crashes, cool new cars, like always. So every Fast and Furious movie had a villain, like the big bad guy. But this blew me off guard, because the main bad guy in this movie is freaking Jason Momoa. I thought, wow, this couldn't be better. Like, this couldn't be better. Jason freaking Momoa. Wow, this has to be really cool. Like, there are a lot of big names like Jason Statham, John Cena, Cardi B, Jason Statham, Ludacris, like all these big names in this movie. Like, I truly think this movie will be really special, really awesome, really one of a kind. And I believe if Universal Pictures are going to end the franchise, they'll have to end really good. Like, I seen from the trailer, like in Brazil, which was like the 5th movie, there was this, they robbed these banks with those chargers, they dragged those big vaults, and they knocked out police cars, and one of those police cars was Jason Momoa, and he's back for revenge to kill the crew. yeah, the concept, I'm just loving it. This is freaking awesome. Like, this is how a movie should end. Well, we will see how the movie will be in the end, but now I'm really hyped. Like, I'm extremely hyped. Like I said, loved all the movies. I don't have a favorite. I loved all of them. I liked all of them from the very first one to the very ninth one, which came in 2021. Like, I just freaking love Fast and Furious, man, and we will see how it will be like.